Yes, this is Syria Network Radio, and we can join we special broadcast people them for today, as we be announced earlier. We get special people them where they join we, and straight from Dallas and Houston, Texas, then get the platform now. Yes, over to you guys. When I get the platform now.
Okay. Good morning. We salute people them and the community at large with the follow with this program today, whether through Facebook or whether through your radio or through your phone broadcast. We want to say it's a pleasure that una decide for put aside time and listen or follow on with this program. I believe because the issue we can talk about now today now a very important one. We relate to the country. We all aware that recently we did not change hand in terms of governance. With that we can talk today. Me where we talk to una right now, me Nasa Mbayo, and this program is sponsored by the SLPP in Texas. And in Texas, we get two SLPP chapters, Dallas chapter and the Houston chapter of SLPP in Texas. Then two sister chapters just don't join, then don't come together and decide for bring this presentation to UNA today. And the presentation, as I've been saying earlier, now for let we give UNA an update of waiting this new government when a certain People's Party don't accomplish, or we get a motion for accomplish during in 1 year tenure since it came into the hands of government during at the concluded past. The President, His Excellency, Mada Bio, and a wonderful team, don't do quite a lot. But one thing very important about anything we do, now your ability for communicate to the people that we do for let them understand say this and this and this don't happen, or this one don't happen, but this are waiting at the plan for make let it happen. And I believe that the country Sierra Leone not to a place we excluded from something like this. And especially the kind of situation where we find ourselves in, the country don't go through so much depression, they don't go through so much setback, things are so difficult, everybody is in a state of anxiety. So people are really, really looking forward to know what's going on. And if there is no communication, if there is no update, it makes people become nervous, it makes people become confused, and it creates an avenue for misinformation for the successful. And we don't realize that, and we should say with this effort, we were able for counteract, we were able for halt the tendency of any of their negative projections and we will be a possibility where there is no communication. And I believe that we get a lot for talk about because this government don't for sure do a lot. They don't accomplish a lot with just 1 year out of a 5-year term. And I'm very, very much optimistic. I'm very, very much positive by the time 5 years we come to a close. We will be talking of a very, very much different Sierra Leone with a very, very much different story. Again, Minasa Mbayo will moderate this program today. We will talk about the SLPP accomplishments during the first 1 year in office. And I guess a host of people that I have today will join me for do this talk show. Then we'll present on different topics regarding the different areas in which government is pulled from. Government they attack the issues them from different fronts, and we want to bring all that to UNA today. I will now go ahead and introduce the presenters and the participants for the program today, and then we'll say hi to UNA, and we will also talk about briefly then we'll talk about today. And we will then go forward and give the platform to each one of them for use the time and get for talk to UNA quickly. And on this talk show today, we get Mr. Amadou Amara, we will present to UNA very soon on the improvement of governance. Mr. Amadou Amara, if you're on the line, you want to say hi to the people.
Hello, people there. Good afternoon.
All right. We also get Mr. Leone Daloma, we will talk to the people there about security. Mr. Daloma, you want to say hi to the people?
Well, good afternoon, listeners.
Okay. We get Mr. Gaspar Tijan, we will talk about corruption. Mr. Gaspar, you want to say hi? Okay. We also get Auntie Elizabeth Momo. We will talk about national cleaning and rights protection. Auntie Elizabeth, you're on the line now. Okay. Auntie Elizabeth not on join the line yet. We will continue. I will ask Mr. Lachlan Pandenge. We will talk about higher education and for say hi to the people there.
Mr. Unadu.
Okay. Auntie Cecilia Kegbe, she's on the line. Auntie Cecilia Kegbe will talk about basic educational equality. You want to say hi to the people there?
Shalom, people there. Una kusheo.
Mr. Paul Kegbe will talk about privatization and the sports sector. Mr. Paul, you're on the line. And we own regional chairman in the today with Winaya. We happen for the Houston, Texas. Regional chairman Mr. Mohammed Ba, and you want to say hi to people there.
Yeah, thank you. Good evening, we fellow Sierra Leoneans them in Salon and around the world. Thank you.
And we own cheerleader for the Dallas chapter. We have Mrs. Doris Bangwa Bright, interview on the line. Cheerleader, you want to say hi to the people there?
The people on the channel are good evening.
Okay. Okay, my people. These are the people that I get on this panel today for this talk show. We get a few people that we still get for January. I believe them with January as they go along. And the Elizabeth Momo, I hope as they join, then we'll acknowledge, say they don't join, and we will give them an opportunity for briefly just say hi to the people there. And Elizabeth, and I think saying just as Elizabeth to the mix right now. Everybody else is online. We found them, we're not going to waste any much of our time. We will go straight ahead into this program and begin to talk about the mix. We will want to begin to flesh out the issues into UNA. And I will start with Mr. Amadou Amara, who will come back and talk to me about improvement of governance. Mr. Amadou Amara, over to you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bayo. And I want to say thanks to the host, the person we do this privilege for use the radio station and talk to people in Sierra Leone today and the world at large. So let them know within the President Julius Maada Bio and team don't do inside this 1 year. It's not going to be a surprise to most of the people that would listen to we and more people in Sierra Leone because una did it, una they see. waiting President Bill and his team they do inside this 1 year, and we say don't do well now feel say good. We have not that far from that. Even when we did a diaspora, we do get information on them and we do follow. Matter of fact, as a political party, we are involved on a routine basis of activities in Sierra Leone. So with that said, I get the opportunity today for talk to now about improving governance under Brigadier Julius Madabio in regime. The concept of self-governance, a universal prescription for any government, and you get rules them, and the concept is very straightforward. When you follow them, trust me, as a leader, you people then go emulate you, then go vote you, then go always they be you for support you. Some of that concept we don't see inside this 1 year how President Bill and team don't clearly address them. And that is a very good example of being a leader, not only for Sierra Leone, but for the world, because these are universal concepts, universally prescribed. Now, when we talk about the concept, they get a lot of things that we're doing at the concept. Few of them I go one touch on today where I don't see, and as Sierra Leoneans and where they go attest to that, I don't see it happen. With one like building and promotion of national cohesiveness or cohesion. I mean, when we talk about that, it's a very broad concept wherein we talk about the country. This will not talk about SLPP or NGC or other party. But how you, as a political leader, we don't be president, go able use that concept for able to try to forget Sierra Leoneans. We don't see President Bill don't do it. Even in appointments them and how they interact with people them from parliament to even chieftaincy, we see the Sierra Leoneans are more involved. Not true, not for party being stand, but we say don't create that cohesiveness, a national understanding among Sierra Leoneans in various ways for let people then believe, say, he is the leader of Sierra Leone and he is there for the people of Sierra Leone. They don't do that. We don't see them. There are examples I go tell you now. Few examples are in Parliament, as recent as in time, before we declared the emergency on hands off the girls. That was an act where we require the Parliament for make a decision. And with the position of Parliament is very diverse. Political parties were those who are going to make the decision. The outcome was very flowery because the decision what the president makes, it touched every Sierra Leonean, so there was no hustle about it. Then one way I go give as an example for say it gets everybody involved, and people are working with him because he has a national interest. That is a way of improving governance. This particular concept what I talk about was missing in past governments, then will be done there. President Bill don't try to emulate that in governance. They don't also do foreign affairs and diplomacy. As soon as I can see, President Bill don't travel within this short time from the corners of the world. He don't go different places, not to enjoyment they go past. They go for re-establish our lost glory, the Sierra Leone glory that was lost. That's what he has been doing all this while what they see. Some of we don't come places and we don't see him. That is all what he was about, where he came. In the diaspora, he did reaffirm confidence to people that say, we are Sierra Leoneans, but we need each other as another country because we are part of the United Nations and we are part of organizations that again win worldwide. So this is what I'm doing as a president. You all can attest to me that President Bill has done extremely well on that side. Not even talking about the Sub-Sahara. He has been almost all with neighbors. This is how you reaffirm diplomacy and reinstate the lost glory. Where people have been afraid say, oh, Sierra Leone not be a place where it's not fine for go. President Bill don't go around the world to tell the people that say Sierra Leone is as conducive as any other place where they consider for being peaceful. So he has that. And that's a very good example of improving governance. Because when you want to rule, most of our governments are affiliated with international government. So you still get for extend tentacles out in other part of the world. Let people that know say you are in compliance with the universal standard in governance. Now, I will tell you another thing, another thing in people that we President Bill don't do. A very important thing for Sierra Leoneans. One, he don't try for bring accountability in Sierra Leone in service. wherein you render your service with integrity. Simple thing. I don't see jingle go around with that man they run behind Okada for work. Before those things were lacking because the discipline was not there for people that were in public service. For say, oh, I got to go to see the job minister for then I work on time. I for be there and do my job. This government of President Bill inside 1 year, those were the first areas that he addressed. We see now people then they go work in time. The job is getting done, and we have seen people being accountable for their deeds while in service. This was lacking in various governments. Most people that don't work for themselves or for the people that we appointed. President Bill bring that concept in improving governance. We all need for work for Sierra Leoneans, and that's the work they've been doing from where it take power. Now, the other important thing I will tell you, when I've been one of the storming blocks, and not only in Sierra Leone, but a whole of around Africa, was press freedom. There has been war against press everywhere. You can name in Africa. People then feel say, when you then have power, person not for talk, but bad but you know good no more for talk. Me they tell now say, we president talk and do. Retired Brigadier Dios. Now, man, where they take punch, he listen. When I tell people that he will not condemn him because he knows from there he can learn. You can see that in the journalism where they go on worldwide. Even at the diaspora, people go out there, they say things that wouldn't want to say about him. But guess what? Some of them, they help him for strengthening him. He has given permission to that. The press is free. From where it don't come, there has been no example or instance of crackdown on press. There is freedom of press. Sierra Leoneans know that. And it does strengthen civil societies and organizations so that there can be pressure on governance, which that is one big acumen of good governance. We don't see tolerance in leadership in various ways, from opposition, from ordinary Sierra Leoneans. So, my fellow Sierra Leoneans, for encompass everything I don't talk about, improving governance in Sierra Leone. This government of President Bill and the 1 year where it don't serve, I want for those who believe say they don't do extremely well. And it's just in a period of 1 year. Now, given the time as it is for a term of office 5 years, trust me, Sierra Leone will be a different place under retired President Bill. I go one for stop here at this time, since we get other speakers them. That is how far and President Bill don't do naturally in terms of improving governance during this 1 year period. Well, I thank you again. Mina Amadou Amara from Texas, and I'm the Regional Vice Chairman, SLPP North America. Thank you. Over to Mr. Bayo.
Thank you very much, Mr. Amadou Amara, for that wonderful opening. I think the people really get value within this couple of minutes where you know able to communicate effectively some of the things that we able President Mada Bio don't accomplish in terms of improving governance. And just to touch a little bit on all the things you say, the national cohesiveness in a very, very more common way for Putin, you will say a house that is divided against itself will never stand. There is always strength in unity. So if we nation able to come together, there is that oneness. We get a common ground where we able to sit down and look at certain issues then on the basis of national interest, no partisan interest, no selfish interest, on the basis of national interest. It's a good start point. So let any government able to establish a platform from which it will be able to push forward an entire agenda where it will bring good to the nation of Sierra Leone. And I think that we presidents don't do, and this is a big accomplishment. But as we get a lot to go through today, I will go on to the next speaker, where me and brother Mr. Simeon Daluma, in the can talk to me about security. I mean, this is another important aspect of any nation's continued survival. If that's not in place, then there's a big trouble. It will definitely even affect the first topic we just don't go through. So I would call on Mr. Simeon Daloma for now come and do a presentation to it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Moderator. Good afternoon again, my listeners. My name is Simeon Daloma, Dallas chapter. I will talk on security issues then we relate to good governance and how the SLPP government don't try to deliver on that within 12 months. I get 5 minutes, so I just hit the main point. Security in our all-round business. The way plan say and the new direction say, national security is the cornerstone of any country in development one. No investor no go be happy for throw in million dollars. Now any time with security not there. But we all know say the lapses in security in Sierra Leone. Now the management of the security sector were centered around corruption, service delivery, adherence to the rule of law, and over centralization of services in Freetown and the provincial headquarters. I hope you will understand me. We got 10 security agencies there in Sierra Leone. We get oversight from the Office of the President. We include Office of the National Security, Central Intelligence and Security Units, ASLAF, Police, just to name a few. Over the time, all the agencies here, police, soldiers, they all, then don't be undermined, where they're not able to give the effectiveness for provide security by people where they pose as a paralyzed. Psychocan function where they pass on processed information to the Office of the President, where they make the Office of the President, then they become fear, and then they govern with fear, and then they try now to victimize them and they will provide the information there. All the ones they now they tell the police or soldiers, they're all afraid now. Hey, the fire idea. So if you see somebody that commits crime, you know waiting for reports. Then they bad for good governance. Therefore, within 12 months of SLPP government, headed by His Excellency, Brigadier General Julius Maada Bio, first, what he try to do, he called all the paramount chiefs there. He tell them, he say, well, Una, I don't include Una pan governance and security. So you wait in a village chef, you go able to give information. If they reach direct to the president, include the people there inside government. They don't start them. They invite the opposition parties there, then come state house, then discuss about the people there and peace and security. Then they in the help. Down there, we agitated then it's going to law. They all now go help now the president for rule the country. Thirdly, state of emergency will declare. The morals of people there, of Sierra Leone there, so picking them, especially, is very important. When we declare that it makes everybody say, you know, go touch girl picking. If you touch girl picking, where they underage, you go jail. So then we don't secure the future of we girl picking there. Checkpoints there all at the airport to seaport to all sides don't heavily secure for interdict transnational criminal activities, contraband, and human trafficking. So no more exports of young compatriots with people there like Kuwait as sex slaves or as slaves. That they don't stop. But the big one will really impress me. None of the one where they treat corruption as not only a governance issue, but a national security threat. Then the Anti-Corruption Commission and the Commission of Inquiry where they go on, and the money don't begin come out. The one they went not to APC, went not to SLPP. But because of lapses in governance, then take money, then cheap money. Yes. So now then they return back. Then they repay back. So no more brown envelopes. No more exchange of this or that. So the ground go dry. No more sacrifice. Is the money not there again? So how the ground not go dry? In order to that, the fiscal policy, one central account. But no more small accounts. When you want to withdraw money, now one central account, Minister of Finance, now there they go. So no leakages. Leadership by example. Leadership, now privilege, not to right. So His Excellency, he lead by example. So can do. No more propaganda for galvanized political support as a diversion. So the vision of the People's Manifesto with a new direction is a galvanized national cohesiveness, peace and security. So because of time, I will end this first. So thank you very much, the listeners and the moderator, for giving me the privilege to talk on this forum.
Thank you very much, Mr. Simeon Daluma. You don't give me a lot of insight into the security changes and the present situation regarding security in our nation. These are big steps then. As you say, even at your own, if you don't feel secure, you know go lay down and sleep well, only you will be ready and fit to go about your day's business in the morning. I believe this security now a big preference at every level of your life. So we all glad the way the President put a lot of emphasis and resources into ensuring that the nation is safe, everybody feels secure, so that the atmosphere will allow people then to go about economic activities where the benefit we all. Thank you very much for that. We get the Assistant Regional Organizing Secretary also there on the line, Mr. Joseph Makati. You want to just say hi quickly before we go to the next speaker, Mr. Gaspar Tijan. Okay, thank you very much for that. The next presenter, Mr. Gaspar Tijan, we will come talk to me about corruption and epidemic, I believe. Mr. Gaspar, over to you.
Thank you so much, the Vice Chairman from Dallas Chapter, Mr. Ibrahim of Sarah Network. I want to say thank you to you so much. By the way, I'm one of you followers them. Thank you for hosting me. This is a wonderful thing, and I think it's good for we as diasporans and also with people them back home and around the world. Today, I just want I know my brother, Mr. Simeon, a little bit touch on, the corruption really happen in the country. Corruption really is one of the things we deal and have. Ever since I actually traveled out of Sierra Leone, I begin to learn about, the difference between the way the outside world, especially the first world, when I live here in the United States, compared to back home. When me grow up, I always outside the entire cow, they eat and all that. So I think that we don't we move in mind and then brain. So always people just want to do things in the corruption way back home, just for let we own people that suffer. But I have a focus on within these 12 months, within the SLPP government don't achieve and what they don't do with the fight against corruption. The fight against corruption are one of the things we President Julius Maada Bio, it is a manifesto, and even for every time we the campaign, we always talk and say, when I can in governance, I will make sure I will fight against corruption and try for get corruption out of this country. Now we all know how important that day. But every country way corrupt, they ever go before, because the development side of a country the country not going to develop if the people corrupt. So within these 12 months, I think the government don't do a lot. And one of the things we didn't do in the first place where they come, as the president be promised, he make one account. So instead of this ministry getting your account, this social place getting your account, he direct that one account. So that account, that's where every other ministry and all other people where they do with government, they go put money. So in that way, if you want to take money out, then we don't now say this social person, So that really don't help the country, and we don't see what in that don't do, and the difference that don't make. And also, a promise, it say, it go, as the fight in corruption, you don't put in place the commission of inquiry, where they go on right now. We also see as we follow, we see what they happen in that commission of inquiry day. With a lot of money, them we they call out where people we don't take out of the country, where we believe say by the time the commission of inquiry done, we then go don't make the recommendations. If by the time the government recover their money, then we could see that will help the country for develop, because that are the people their money. Enough fair to the people them. Also, where people they down there, they not get anything for it, and the one the way then trust, then put them, say on a lead we, then take money them, carry them, go put them outside, and they even sit down around their house them. Then the ordinary people then they suffer. That's not fair to people them. Another thing also, we all don't see the ATC, how much how much they don't get back from people them. Then they call people and name them, as people in the reach for, then they already negotiate for give them money in the back. And during these 12 months, they don't recover over how much $1 million. And the other day, even one time when the president is talking in his speech, he said that money he will use them, for build a cancer diagnostic center, where it could be really beneficial for the country, and it could even be a powerful tool for other countries and around the region, Africa region. Because like before, when some of people they grow up, when they see other countries and they come out, then they come, now we hospitals them, like Connaught, like Nixon Memorial Hospital, all these places, because that's how powerful we did do in those days. Some of the hospitals them be really equipped. So we believe say by the time when some of them they go down there in place, when people then go for say the corruption. But corruption, like when they always say, it's very hard to fight. As the fighter, it fight back. Because the one way they fight, they already get the money. So then get access for get big lawyers then, as we see what they do right now. Then they can at the various court them, but the lawyers then don't they defend them because they get the money, so they will for do that. So Mr. Pambo them, I want to say, within these 12 months, the government has promised, as the president promised during in campaign, say I will fight against corruption. He don't fight against corruption, and he's still a fighter. But we all need to join hand with the government for fight the corruption. We say when the people them, ordinary people the way they down there, we need to say no. I cannot even imagine myself now American I like policeman pull me over. By the time the police they can hear me, I don't already say I pull money in pocket for gear. Matter of fact, I think hand. Because by the time the policeman don't pull me over, they on the way they come, the hands are already there on the steering, they wait for them. So we all need to stand and say no to corruption, because corruption is not good for a country. And if we do that, I think Sierra Leone will be a better place. And within these 12 months, I think the government don't achieve a lot on that. And the country, by the time we don't get all the money they have, even the other day when they do the audit, just audit of 4 ministries, over 1 billion. 1 billion, just imagine. If you calculate 1 billion, each one person with 7 million people, then one person will be able to get 1,000 leons in that country there. So I think the president and the led SLPP government, then they in the right track these 12 months. I can't even imagine the next 4 years what will happen when we don't fight the corruption done and we don't go even area anywhere in that country there. I just want to say we don't achieve a lot these 12 months, and I want to say thank you to the president and the entire cabinet, and all the Australians, and please, Lord, be patient and Lord help for fight the corruption. With that, I will stop here as other people in there for talk. I just want to say thank you once more to the listeners there. And Mina Gaspar Tijan from Dallas, Texas. Mina, the treasurer here, Dallas. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Gaspar Tijan, talking so profoundly about corruption. I will go straight to Leone and Elizabeth Momo, where they can talk to you about national cleaning and rice production. And Elizabeth Momo, the people that engage, please go ahead and engage them.
Hello, now good morning, good afternoon to the people there wherever you find yourself. Like the moderator say, my name is Elizabeth Saidu Momo. I also happen to be the Tegloma chairman, Federation chairman. I am here today in the capacity of Dallas, Texas member of SLPP North American branch. I just to talk briefly because of time. The cleaning process, I just come on a free turn February, I believe in February. The cleaning program, they go on very well. I was very much impressed. I don't know much about the eastern, but the western side, I was very much impressed. It makes our members say, whether it's Sierra Leoneans, they're lawless. No, Sierra Leoneans, they are law-abiding. If the government, the president and the administration, they stand firm, people in Sierra Leone will comply, and I don't see that firsthand. A young child as old as 9 years old, when I send them that cleaning day, me not be even no saying a cleaning day. I say go buy something at the store. I say, oh no, auntie, I don't for go out. I don't for go out here after 12 o'clock today cleaning day. So after that, begin the things say if small picking the member, much more big person. So Mr. President, we are really proud of what is going on. Because you don't always say you're number one at the human resources, and cleanliness is next to godliness. If that continue, we say we're proud of the country. So we will give you all the support needed any way we will be able to help. And then this rice business, I agree about stomachable. In those days, what will be the school there in 60s, the 70s, that rice stomachable was the hottest place for rice that they export. And with people that be self-sufficient, because if you're able to feed Sierra Leoneans, they don't care about what they go on at that house day, as long as they will get them basic staple food. So this tomabo rice production is a very highly welcome idea. We hope say it will build up, and a lot of people were also echoing that Sierra Leone marketing board. I know as a young child, I began people that will be the working at that marketing board now. Food was not a problem. We will not be depend on China or other people for food. We are self-sufficient. So, Mr. President, is a very good mood with everything else positive they do. Some of us are so excited to be part of SLPP and more to be a Sierra Leonean. We are proud of you, the First Lady, your cabinet ministers. Then we will give all the support, especially to Goma. We will support any sitting government. So we are there. You need us. We'll be there. But I give 5 thumbs up to the government, and thank you very much for what you are doing. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Auntie Elizabeth, for such a succinct presentation on a key issue when arrest is somebody in Bel-Air no flop, the basic ideology, and not go able to do anything. First, pull the person in Bel-Air, then it will think of every other aspect of development. So this is a very, very good topic, and I believe that this brings a lot of pleasure to the listeners. I will go straight to the next speaker, winner, Mr. Lachlan Pandengewa, for also talk about the higher school business and salon. After we done the primary, we also go for attain higher education. He will tell you more about that. Mr. Lachlan, over to you.
Hello, family. Una do again. Una kusha once more. Una good evening. I tell thank you for one that listening to this program, and I tell thank you to the moderator and the chairperson of Dallas chapter SLPP, Ms. Doris Bright, for we bring this brilliant idea for local and reach to promote them and tell them waiting with president the talk and do. We tell Brigadier General not that we don't do within this 12 months. And from the manifesto, where it has for country the people, the way it say they ask for a vote. The president, we say for develop human being. He say now it means an end to that development, and it is for develop the people in a salon. He say it better for make you give the people in the right and make the decision for themselves and make them choose between what they want and what they don't want. And that's they been talk. As a result, he may make promises and say he go develop the human capital. And for develop the human capital, not through education. human being, that you don't get everlasting weapon for making good fish for himself. Now that they do. And then what he say, he also promised it could divide the educational ministries into two. You can forget two ministers there. You can forget the minister for lower and basic education. You can forget the minister for higher education. And the minister we put for the higher education now, we all know that Professor Bakima, very strong and astute minister. So with that said, the president will make few strides in that area. What he first do is that we begin there when they come over, they graduate from high school. After you don't already implement the 6334, you condemn that 6344, it's a waste of time. We will be beginning time at school. So what you do, when you don't graduate from high school, they will find it very difficult to get access into the higher learning process. Because some people then purchase the single paper will cost when they go use for apply for enter into the institution. They will send them 500,000 euros. But what President can say, no, that money is too much. For even Vambo and Avili for provide for people, we don't struggle for people for the whole time for class 1 to grade 12. So he waved that day. Win a very big plus, and we tell them thank you for that day. Then this issue of scholarship, granting aid. People then they go college, then they struggle to somehow we get access. After we don't pay that money, go back, you go pay for 1 year. If they even remember say, I'll go come back next year. But you can't say, no, I'll forgive me, picking them, me brother, them, me sister, them, and help me, my mother, or papa, them, when they struggle for pay, we will give them scholarship. And he talks, he say, all the one there, we don't apply across the country. Whether they go do biology, agriculture, geography, chemistry, engineering, say they're all automatically the organ scholarship. Over 500, about 500 students will be awarded that scholarship day. We tell and thank you for that. Inside this 1 year, this 12 months, you will achieve that for we. And what did he do again? He decided for commission 2 wonderful universities in Salon. He not put an African. He go one. He put an bond. He commission one at bond and he commission one at Kono. Where a very, very big development done this. So that's Cambodia for that few for go fight for state and for be called Nanjala on Abu. The Koroma they come way under for can put it bikina. This time around you don't get for go fight again. When they not establish finish that project day, you go down left na Kono area, the eastern part of Saloon, closer. Give us a lot for make you enter into university and then you go learn. It make an accessible to brother and sister and don't under. We're a very big development. We don't bring that in. Within just 12 months, then they don't happen. So we get kudos to him back. And above all, what the president on do? When they say president, they travel all over the place. Someone they say that they travel not because they want to travel, as my brother don't say. If they travel for making go mix up, they always see me don't mix up. They go around for making fix them for you and me. For picking them, for whether even when not born yet, we grandpa we begin them yet to be born to place them back home. So one thing we do in America like a few weeks ago. They invite on Harvard and MIT in Boston, now in America. Now, what he can do, he tries to connect because if you remember, then 10 and day in the 60s to 70s, Salon University, Fabre College, and Jala, then we get connection with the outside universities. Them Fabre College be connected to University of Durham. And Jana be connected directly to University of Illinois at Chicago. Then they be go a long way for making even give you the ego when they call it for when they call it the anthems of Africa. All people that they come out of the sub-region, Nigeria, Ghana, Togo, Gambia, they can't study in Salon. We know that in fact. But so because of the admire and the standard, the quality. Because not of just forget education, we don't get quality. We get standards will be the operate. We find them in our university. Even with brothers, then when they study, because they get the correct information, they get the correct material, they get the knowledge, they come back and they teach you, and the quality be high. So everybody will come around for making get an access, for making get a slice of this anthems of Africa. But during the time of the Dr. Stevens, still disconnect all that connection there. For me, no longer be connected to Durham, neither Jala to Illinois. So we can see over the time the value and the quality of education at the university fall. After you go see people don't come and say get degree, when you speak one grammar, you can go boutique head from Fube College of all. So now see when you know you appalling. So what did the president do? He don't try for start for bring back that glory, that grace, that importance that Salome behold. It don't connect Massachusetts Institute of Technology, what we call MIT, to Njala University College. So within this time now, we're going to forget exchange program. Then students go come on and Njala, then kind of MIT students will come on and go Njala. They go exchange of college and the lecturers, teaching materials. Of course, America get everything. So we don't say. In the next 2-3 years, we'll get from maintain, but that will standard, that will glory. We're going to be saying, that is the anthems of Africa. Lord will go reach the Lord will go get the slice of the knowledge. Now that's how Lord we stand for. We need just 12 months. We talk and do president don't do this. So we tell them 2030, and we ask everybody on board, the students there, the lecturers, every departmental worker within the higher education side, let them come on board, now support the president. All them processes we don't put in place will be successful for the betterment of Salome. I tell them I take it again and I thank the Dallas chapter SLPP branch in Texas for give me the opportunity for I can talk to people there. I tell them
thank you very much, Mr. Locklin. We'll not get much time to really be on the speedway, and Cecilia, over to you. Basic educational equality.
Okay, good afternoon, Salon Fambodem. I tell President Sister Doris Bright of Dallas chapter and with VC where they moderate this. First of all, I talk about the basic educational equality. For the first time inside the history of Salon, we don't get free quality school education for preschool to secondary school, whether established under the new direction of His Excellency, retired Brigadier Dr. Julius Madabio. This don't give a sigh of relief for the parents that will be the struggle for pay them picking their school fee. And this go able for the parents that then go able for spend the money now on food, shelter, and for buy clothes for them picking them. The new direction government of President Bio, it don't approve 221 primary school. These include the nursery school, 72 junior secondary schools, 16 senior secondary schools, 72 junior secondary schools, and 16 secondary schools in the country. Also, 14 private schools in Port Local district. This is a clear manifestation of the new direction government commitment for free quality school education. The government of President Bio, it not only provides free school fee for them picking them, but free learning, teaching material for all them primary schools in the country. This is really, really, really good for the country. The government also, they look for provide free transportation for them school picking them, particularly in the western area of the country. And this is huge because under the APC, this not been there. But now under the new direction, this don't provide, the president don't provide this. The government don't hire hundreds of teachers them currently where they go through training, where go help bring quality education. Now the countries we not ever done that before. Also, the new direction governments, they work hard for make sure say all the juniors, secondary schools, now the country go get computer lab, science lab, we go help for the school picking them for compete global, now the global level. Also, I want for announce my name Cecilia Martin-Gegbe, I did in Dallas, Texas, USA.
Thank you very much, Auntie Cecilia. Uncle Paul, you're next. Privatization and sports sector. We're running out of time.
Unakushe mifambude. My name is Paul Gegbe. I live in Dallas, Texas. I'm a member of SLPP Dallas chapter. I'll talk more on privatization and sports sector. What do we mean by privatization? Now, a process where property or business enterprise, they go from government to private. The National Commission for Privatization, headed by Mr. Napoleon Kuroma, under the new direction, it don't mark 24 government enterprises where they know they do good. Some of the enterprises, the NATCOM, National Telecommunication, Electricity, CLU Commercial Bank, Goma Valley Water Company. These are some of the businesses where government don't mark. The electricity alone, it lost over 38 billion 38 billion leones, according to the audit report we didn't do this year. Government they try to see whether them business here may then transfer to private or if they go keep them. Because under the former regime na APC, beaucoup interference been there politically. Some they hire people who not sabi do the work, and some beaucoup corruption been there. Now we don't see the government of President Bio. He don't try for reopen flower factory. We will make flower in the country. This it will make sure say shortage of flower no go there again. The government don't plan to put this factory in a local. This factory will employ over 2,000 people in the country. This government they plan to open juice factory where it will make juice and export them to countries like America and other parts of the world. This will bring in beaucoup foreign reserve for the country. The one again where I go talk under privatization, then the Marampa mines. This mine be don't close down under the former APC regime. But under the dynamic leadership of President Bio, they don't reopen this mine. In fact, the World Bank, the Girard Group, and the International Finance Corporation, IFC, they don't send representative to the Marampa mines for see what they happen there. They be so impressed when they see the work. In fact, the Girard Group, it don't make commitment to invest $300 million in this mining company. They want to make sure the Marampa mines will produce over 2 million tons of iron ore per year. This will bring in beaucoup couple in the country. I will talk more about the sport. We all know sport, they promote peace, unity, and national cohesion. Under the former APC regime, Salon they compete in any sport at the national level. In fact, the popular sport in soccer did not die. But under the new leadership of President Bio, this sport don't come back to life. The primary league did not start. And the government gave each club 3 billion leones. Some of them clubs like East End Lion, East End Tiger, Bull Rangers, Blackpool, Cambo Eagles, Port Authority, to name a few, they don't begin compete at a very high level. Some don't even begin make money. Just last week, East End Lion don't buy brand new 42-seater bus. Football that employ over 1,000 youth just this year, 2019. I will talk more about volleyball. For the first time at Salon, volleyball don't gain sponsorship. The Super 6 don't sign 10,000 sponsorship. This not ever happen. I will talk about boxing. The International Boxing Body don't recognize Salon say this country in mean business. They don't appoint 2 Sierra Leoneans into 3 different commissions. One, now Mrs. Claudia Cecilia Taylor, Nango head the Women's Commission, and the other one, Solomon Kabo, Nango head the Youth Commission. So I will tap my eye because of time. We don't see say under this new direction, changes don't come. Better don't come at the country. Sport don't come back to life. I thank you, Fambuden, for listening to me. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Paul. I will turn over to the regional chairman, Mr. Mohammed Ba. He will come and he will just give a talk, a synopsis of all the things people don't talk about. Then we will next get local chapter chairlady, Madame Doris Bamboa, for come and tell thank you and also hit on any important areas where you want to hit on. I will turn them over now to the regional chairman, Mr. Mohammed Ba. Get the platform.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Moderator. Like you rightly introduced me, regional chairman for the region for SLPP in America. And also, I happen for the in Texas, and this is a Texas joint venture between Houston and Dallas for the we reach out to the community in a saloon. Before I go further, I want to thank SNN Radio Sierra Network for giving us this platform that we're able to talk to people them and all the members we present at this line today. As we all know, with the talk to and I had this evening concerning President Bio in 1 year achievement and the country itself. One of the things we all understand as Sierra Leonean, you judge a good leader by within a talk. When I don't listen to all we presenters them at this line, they don't talk good things them about the president. But me one follow all understand this. When President Bio in the campaign, it make one thing clear to we all. He say education, they go hold out with two hands. As a matter of fact, there's a very famous quote where President Bio don't left with we. He say, he prefer education over ignorance. That's a very important statement. People been the question, say, how are we able to do this? We all see, within the first 6 months where President Bio sit on office, he don't achieve education. After a very long time. If a country is not educated, if people are not educated, they don't get education, that country they head for failure. So where we see the president, the focus on education, we all understand saying that something will go good for we and for we picking them. Today, in the current economy, President Bio don't make sure say 21% of we country in money they go inside education. And also, currently they can make sure we get universities them in that country. When it comes to health care, we all don't see today we cleaning in that country day. Una all they come out today, una they clean that country day. That also don't help flooding. It don't help infections where some people been they get sick with they don't even know how it come out. These are all achievements that we sometimes una know they see. Now we come to agriculture. It in the process today, people they can get funding from government for agriculture. All them things here they take place. Currently, President Bio they travel all over the world. That now for attract international people, then for can build companies in a salon, for can do business in a salon. Because we talk about economy, it go two ways. The one way they sell to the people who are outside the country, the one way they bring to the country. All them here President Bio they can do. What in President Bio don't do? He don't say, I cannot meet money. I will set a commission of inquiries. Make we find out to sell the country in money go. The one them who we feel say, them go pay. It don't come, it don't do all them things that they. Now youth man they not get job. Yes, we understand, but then here take time. What do you mean one day we salon people? What do you mean one day una they look at? Una look at us how we been there and how far we don't come. But I say all we other people in this line tonight don't talk to now. Me no we can't talk too much, but for Leo, we understand say the future of salon is in our hand, and President Bio within this 1 year, it don't show that. It don't show say within we all approve and for let it lead we it can do that job day. If I reach now, I will tell you thank you for listening to Win America. And we'll get for the come back and then show you the talk to now when time reach. So I will hand over back to the moderator. Thank you very much on behalf of SLPP in America. We're very happy when I listen to we and to the Dallas chapter chair. Thank you for organizing such an event. And to you, our moderator, thank you. And SN Radio Sierra Network, thank you as well.
Thank you very much. That now we regional chairman. We don't just be a very powerful talk, and it don't touch on all the key areas of the president's achievement. I think people then for really feel good at this point in time with all the information we don't be made available today through this program. This tremendous progress and achievement by the Sierra Leone People's Party, SLPP, with it in governance right now, led by retired Brigadier Julius Mada Bio. We get such a strong vision. We get such a strong support for people in Salon, and it wants to ensure that it will do everything in its own power for make Salon a place where everybody go want to live. We will curtail the kind of exodus we would hear about in the past, because people have been done the lost faith in the direction where the country is going to take. But thank God it don't come within the span of a year. It don't turn the ship around. It don't redirect the pathway, and this is the right direction, where we all call the new direction. All the things that are very true, and Indo calls this new direction for set himself on the way. Now, I want to turn over to Leone, local chapter leader for Dallas. We don't spearhead this whole event. Indo coordinate everything. And instead we come forward now and say something to we. Madam Doris Bright, please come and talk to the people in our salon.
Good evening, good afternoon, me people in our salon. As the moderator don't tell una, me na Doris Bangura Bright, the chair lady for the Dallas chapter SLPP in Texas. I want to say thanks to Mr. Abraham for where he able to do this for we, and I also want to say thanks to the participants them and the moderator, Mr. Bayo, when I'm a vice chair for this program. Before I go for talk about what the president and young people they don't do, I also want to say thanks to million people then. They say charity begins at home. We na Dallas, Texas, SLPP, we set up na people the way they work. This idea for let we make the people that know say we na Dallas, Texas, Houston. We appreciate what the government they do. It not come from me, the chair lady. It come from me people them. The chair lady, why would not go? Say something where the party take 1 year, so what thing they don't do. Now they only happy with people the way they think about the government, think about what thing them for do for them people them. And this public man, I want to say thank you so much to the SLPP in Texas, and specifically the chapter for the hard work that they do. I cannot ask for a better chapter. You are the best. You know, you guys are the best. I want to know say appreciate you so much. And so, as they go down for go say, for tell Papa government thank you for waiting they don't do for this 1 year, I want to let una know say, we all na Sierra Leoneans say, not just because we na SLPP, na make we they can't talk. Then say there is no place like home. Home na the best place. Me was sit down here, when I came to this country, me na been dishwasher. $5.50 an hour. This country don't give me an opportunity. Say I don't go become nurse practitioner, and you can tell what thing will be the pay difference. But see, sometimes they treat me like a different. Every day I go, then they must ask me, and where's your accent from? That is reminding me that I get a home. And so we all were there. We're not there like I say, oh, we not care. So we all care about salon. Where government come, where they do something, for make we feel comfortable for go back and serve una, we gladly. So we here be done there for mother bill. Not just because in our SLPP. We want to see what thing they do for EPWI, for let we go back. Because we tired. For let them they ask you 365 days a year, where's your accent from? Nobody no go ask me about me accent na salon. So do ya? We want for talk to una say, una don't hear all them panelists here, waiting they don't talk, waiting this government they do. And I know for say, if we put party politics aside, many of we go agree with waiting they don't say. That 1 year, we're not perfect, so Matter not perfect, in people the way puts our power not perfect, but we they make progress. And they still say if we get more opportunity, we go do even better. We hear about the security of the country, where it is so important. So we were down there almost here, we not worry about Lily thief, not to say problem not there, but certain things and they will not they worry about. And we go gladly where we feel say what we go now we own country is secure. So me just come for summarize say all waiting on a door where these people they don't talk. I get the opportunity for them with Mother Bill. The truth away it don't come in America. I know say people then can come, almost say don't come, almost say don't come. But my dear people, I want for talk on in behalf. But the truth away it don't come yeah, I don't did it. The man they come for work for we. I don't get an opportunity for them being president there when they come America. This is my first one. And waiting I see, it make me sexy for the Texas. I know the joke for work for me party because you know the example don't set. When Mother Canaya from morning 8 o'clock when we they want to go catch her, let we start talk with own personal business with her. Now the more to the meet up her. By the time we they come out meeting, then this place, that place, this place. We say no go catch her night hotel. It don't go reach night hotel say 10 o'clock. Wow. Some of we can one vex. We say, boy, we again when are you party people there, you don't get time for we. But then you will get sense, you look what you do, it will work for in country. So me want for appeal to people there. Look like this last car where kind of Boston. It was there all the way na California they get a award. So man go say me web there and make her go meet her, make her this. But that man there at 24 hours, they do the work of the people. And so me just say, wow, this is the people's president. He win the award for people's president. So me people them, I want to know say we just come for make sweet most. We want for let we know say we there with una. And we agree and support. Somebody not going to work for you, you declare them. Mother be not to spirit, na motama, it get hard to the beat. Even though it get good leadership skill, such as what somebody talk about cohesiveness, it able to move beyond petty politics. You look at the people the way they put in positions. He got choice for saying, no, put support today, not be supporting me this. But no, and know they do that. And they look at the bigger picture of the country. Who that's going to make a difference? Who that's going to make a difference? The very first day when I sit down with this president, all I could hear about, welcome on I must, is about in people there, my people. I not go sleep if me people they know, they want the other go eat, other picking and go get education, other go picking and go get health care. So we get the policy we can ready for Sabwe. So do ya me want for appeal to we including myself for the Naya, let we give this government with support. Let we exercise a little patience. Let we know for say what in so what my we were the Naya they said there are 6 wound, now there are 6 treatments in need. If wound on the by you say don't wait, you not go begin by your bio. You go do what it takes for make it better. Let them not cut in foot. So now that stage there we did, and we tell God thank you, we mother, they do in best for make sure say it work within team together for let them bring joy back, let them make Sierra Leone great again. Just like when Trump say let them make America great. So me people them, I not go only say thank you to Papa government because when the presidents come and work all day, it just say where they go, and that's my oath. Yes. We want to tell we Mama thank you when they receive an oath. The First Lady, Madam Fatima Bio, for this 1 year. It's not easy. We were then at a small leadership position. We know what thing we they go to. Before I say you, where they kiss the president in lip, you know, you get all kind of criticism. Everything you were then at northern government are your fault. So we want to say thank you, Mama Fatima, for when you make the host comfortable. So when the pass stress all day, when you go home, it's comfortable. We want to say thank you for what you protect we got picking them. Because if some of we've been getting protection then they sometimes we life not before they so today. But we tell God thank you from Usa it don't begin. So on behalf of me people in the Dallas chapter, I want to say thanks to the Sierra Leone people them, and I want to say una continue for support the president and Papa President and all you people there where they work with you. We want for them una continue. We not the field there where they gas una. We appreciate una work. Una continue for do the good work. Una continue for stay on the people's agenda. God bless you all.
Thank you very much. That's the local chapter's chairlady for Dallas, Madam Doris Bangwa-Bright. We also come and shed a lot of light on the things that this government don't do and the amount of energy it takes sometimes to get some of these things done. And so much so that sometimes you work so much that like coaching myself for express, even the young people and we feel say they don't get sufficient of waiting they want from you. That's how committed we presidents be. But I want to say thank you to all the presenters them we don't touch on a range of topics. Ranging from with national cohesiveness, the president they try to bring oneness to we all, irrespective of which political landscape they operate on, irrespective of which geographical area you there. He has eyes for only Sierra Leoneans. We don't see that clearly, don't be explained by our first speaker. And we also don't hear from with second speaker how much they do towards security. We then make sure say all the security apparatus we've been only dormant previously due to the lackadaisical approach of the previous government towards such an important instrument of any nation. But this government declared to ensure that all the apparatus and they be activated and make sure they work again accordingly. That will create the atmosphere for the rest of what need for be done. And we also don't hear from another speaker. We tell the people need to be called to accountability for past activities. We don't get the Commission of Inquiry. We don't get the ACC, anti-corruption. Where they call people them for can tell the salon people them of what them don't do, how they do them, and how much resources they do, and how they do for proof them. And some people then they fall short of meeting that criteria there. Therefore, then they be asked for let them return some of the things then where they misappropriate or do or then divert for their own selfish purpose. And we not just receive them and maybe the government officials put them in their pocket. One of the things that we don't know, they talk about now for build a diagnostic center. So, these are all actions where the government will take. We get another speaker, we talk about the Tomabom Rights Project, where they kick off. If somebody not get something in Bele and over for too much, and Elizabeth talk about that. So we look forward to all things in Yasu. We look forward to education. Education are the backbone of every nation. Lower education, the higher education. We don't hear people and don't talk about all that, the things that we entail, the details of it. How people want to go for science, don't get scholarship, over 500 of them. That's a lot of money the government invest, but for the right purpose. When you develop your human capital, then the nation they on the right footing for make progress in terms of economic, social, and whatever development the nation will embark on. And we also see how the government make efforts for transition into privatization with regards to some entities we not done the function well for a while. Up to 24 of them, that's a lot of them. But if the government will be effective and efficient for run them, that's the wise thing to do. Put them at the hands of the public, create competition, and thereby you will get quality service for knockdown prices. I think that this government they on point with all the front them way it is fed to make sure that it stabilize salon, like I've been saying earlier, we all man in London lost faith in. And in terms of education, again, you see how the president will go and commission new universities for make sure the decentralization of education is accomplished. People are not going to need for more helter-skelter for get access to just one point of education. We see how the economic sector also the revamp with the manpower mines, with the government they try to attract more investors into, and it doesn't get a customer where they contemplate on investing $300 million into that, the flour mine. You know, all of these are the recap for where we get a takeaway from this discussion. These are the key issues where I believe they mentioned. And I believe that this will give everybody a reason for be hopeful and everybody a reason for be positive. And we want to just encourage all man for give support when you're able to give. Because without the support, then the progress will be limited. Once more, I want to say thank you to the host of this program, Mr. Abraham, and your media, the SNI, Sierra Leone Media. And I want to say thank you once more to all the participants, Mr. Mohamed Ba, the regional chairman, Mr. Amadou Ama, the regional vice chair, Mr. Tien Daluma, elder within this region and a member of the local chapter Dallas, Mr. Gaspar Tijan, Mrs. Elizabeth Momo, Mr. Lotlin Pandenge, Mrs. Cecilia Gegbe, Mr. Paul Gegbe, Mr. Joseph McCarthy, we log in just for listening along with we, and we young cheerleader Madam Doris Bangura Bright. Me, na the moderator for this program today, where we're about for close now. I also happen to be the vice chairman for the local chapter Dallas SLPP. Once more, to all we listeners, we want to say thank you very much for putting aside time for listening to this program. And over to you again, Mr. Host, Abraham.
All right. Thank you very much from the SLPP Texas branch. We really appreciate Una for making Una come and enlighten listeners them about Unayon side of the president in 1 year. Thank you, guys.